So I have this giant pile of mulch that is kind of in the way of my entrance to my side field. I got it free dumped here in the winter. They didn't know, whatever. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix it with some grass cuttings, fill up a bunch of compost bins along here, and make some compost. I'm not in a rush for this. I will let it sit and compost. I will mix it every couple of weeks to keep it aerated. And I should have 4 bins going at a time. This should compost fairly quickly in my experience, and then I will have a bunch of compost for next year's gardens and not have to buy the crappy soil that I bought this year. Now, by crappy soil, what I mean is they have a lot of sand in the mix. There's some compost in there, but a lot of sand. And when it rains, there's a bunch of rocks in here too, like gravel. So it's hard to show you exactly how I do this with one hand holding the camera. However, I'll give you the gist of it. I fill up the bin with some mulch. I take some grass clippings, and then I'll mix that up, add it to the bin, and water it. The reason I pre-mix it in here is so I don't get giant grass clumps in there that create hot spots. I'll mix it up and I'll show you what I mean. So I mix it to look somewhat like this. I take a scoop. I don't see any giant clumps of grass, and I don't see giant clumps of mulch. It does appear to be more green in here, but you do want more green for your compost. Other than that, I am not worrying about ratios at all. I'm just putting it in and letting nature do its thing. I've emptied the wheelbarrow into here. I'll just add some water. Get it all nice and wet. So now the bin is completely full. I will let it sit here for a few days. Midweek, if it's nice, I'll come out here and I'll lift this black bin off, and I'll either put it behind or in front of it, and I'll just take all of that pile and scoop it right back into the bin wherever I put it, and it'll aerate it. Sometimes it needs more water, sometimes it might need more grass. Whatever it looks like it needs, I'll add to it, but otherwise I'm just trying to get air into the middle of it. So if I do that all summer, this pile will hopefully be pretty much gone, and I will have loads of compost that I can use next year. But now the problem arises, where do I store it until next year? Because if I put it out anywhere in a pile, this grass is going to overtake it, and then I end up with a pile of grass. I have a couple piles back there that may have been that in the past, like one right there. The previous owners might have done that. So what I'm thinking is, actually I just had 2 ideas. I have some burn barrels. I can get those for 10 bucks. Maybe I could fill those up and just store them in that. But I was thinking, I'll just check Marketplace. I bet you I can find a bunch of bathtubs that I can just line up out in the back where nobody can see. Fill it up with the compost, cover it, wait till spring, and it'll just continue to do its thing. I might look those up. So in my experience, every time I buy soil, I have to buy it. I don't have anything available at the time. It always ends up like that, and I have so many resources here. I should be making my own soil. So from now on, all the gardens are going to have my own compost in it.